Hi ladies, thank you for joining me on my IVF and beyond journey. Today I'm going to be going through two of my injections with three different medications, Ganirelix, Ganirelix, and also Menopur. I'm hoping this is my last injection before I go in for my egg retrieval, so I wanted to walk you through what I have been doing for the last 3 days, I believe, or 4 days, 4 nights. So here we have the Ganirelix right here, which is the pen. We have the Ganirelix pen. We have the Ganirelix right here, which is this small syringe and needle right through here. And then we also have a regular 3 milliliter syringe that we're going to use. We also have a Q cap right here that is going to help us put all of these medications together in one syringe. So if you've already been using this, we're going to go ahead and continue using it as usual. We're going to push back to 300 milliliters as we normally do. It's now to 300. We will need to take the needle cap out and place it here. You know what? This sometimes comes off. Don't turn it off. This sometimes comes off and you have to make sure to do it, press it hard. So I found that it's sometimes a little hard to put these in here. So see, there you go. Now it's on. So I'm not sure if you've experienced that before, but I found that that has been a little bit difficult for me personally. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, these are the 2 Menopur vials, and this is the sodium chloride. We're going to take the caps off of these, and to make sure that everything is clean and sterile, we also want to clean the tops of these so that they're nice and clean and don't have any kind of infections. So that's the sodium chloride, that's the 2 Menopur vials. So now you just take one of your Menopur vials and you go ahead and you inject the Ganirelix into the Menopur. All of it, all 300. I use. Okay, usually just like to wait a few seconds. That's it. So we take that. Now we take the 3 milliliter syringe. We unscrew the cap and we take the Q cap and we screw it in here, just like that. So after we put the Q cap on, we take the sodium chloride, we put the syringe and the cap on, and flip it over and get 1 cc of the sodium chloride. So just pull it back. Actually, see how there's a lot of air bubbles in here? We actually gotta make sure that there's not that much air bubbles in. So, okay, now there's not that much, so there we go. We've got to make sure there's 1 cc of sodium chloride, and if you can see, there we go, there's little lines on here for us to help. So after we have 1 cc of sodium chloride, we take the sodium chloride off, and we take this and we put it all into the Ganirelix and Menopur mixture. And so you just squeeze all that in and you shake it up and you flip it over and you put all of the medication back into the syringe. And you just wait for it to go all the way down. So as soon as you start seeing bubbles, air bubbles on top, you've got all of the medication in there. So now you take this cap off as well. And then you take your second Menopur vial right here and you put all of the medication that is in the syringe into, squeeze it back in here so that all of it is together. Oh, shake it up, mix it up. It looks good. I usually like to make sure that it's clear. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but that's how I've been doing it. So then you flip it all over again, and you just wait for all it to come back into the syringe. Slowly but surely. And then if you start seeing air bubbles up on top, that means that you probably got all of it in. So I think we should be good on this one. And then you just take this off again. You can now unscrew the Q cap and put back the actual needle in here to use. So now we have your Ganirelix and Menopur and sodium chloride shot ready to go. So now that we're ready to inject our two medications, you got to make sure that your area is nice and clean on your tummy. And since you'll be injecting on two sides of the abdomen, make sure to clean up on both sides, on the right and on the left side. So then we're going to take our Ganirelix and Menopur medication and make sure to get all of the air bubbles out. So see, you saw the little bubble come out. So now you're ready for injection. Oh man, there we go. I'm kind of a wuss, so it takes a little bit of time to get all of this in. So after you push it all the way in, just hold it for a couple of seconds just to make sure it gets all in, and then just slowly push it out. Slowly pull it out. And just sometimes it'll have it could bleed a little bit, so just put a cotton swab or something on it just to press it, get it in. Put the needle guard back on, and then dispose of it in a sharps container. Since we have another shot here on the right side of the Ganirelix, I'll just go ahead and do that right now while I'm lying down and enjoying the fun stuff. So this right here is the Ganirelix, and I was told that sometimes the little plunger gets a little stuck, so make sure it moves a little bit here before you inject it. So now I did move it, so I can go ahead and take this off. This was a little hard to pull.